Okay. All right, so I will start now and hope that you are all will be able to hear me at least. Okay, so let's start with 4-hour chart. I'll run through this from my major ones just to have a look at. Yeah, hello, H Trader. Okay, so just want to look at what can we see on 4-hour chart, just not to miss any trades, etc. Okay, so Aussie, well, it is actually a reversal pattern here, but for now, as we can see, we are in the up move. So what can actually happen? We can have a, yeah, hello. You've been away. Okay. Ah, by the way, you know what? I've decided to start with a joke. Why shall we talk about markets straight away? That's fine. So did you restart your machine? Not yet. All right. Okay, so I've just read in the morning one joke about absent brothers. An Irishman walks into a bar in Dublin, orders 3 pints of Guinness and sits in the back of the room, drinking a sip out of each one in turn. When he finished all 3, he comes back to the bar and orders 3 more. The bartender said to him, "You know, a pint goes flat after I draw it. It would taste better if you bought one at a time." The Irishman replies, "Well, you see, I have 2 brothers. One is in America, the other in Australia, and I'm here in Dublin. Well, we all left home. We promised that we'd drink this way to remember the days we all drank together." The bartender admits that this is a nice custom and leaves it there. The Irishman becomes a regular in the bar and always drinks the same way. He orders 3 pints and drinks the 3 pints by taking drinks from each other of them in turn. Okay, one day he comes in and orders 2 pints. All the other regulars in the bar notice and fall silent. When he comes back to the bar for the second round, the bartender said, "I don't want to intrude your grief, but I wanted to offer my condolences on your great loss." The Irishman looks confused for a moment, then lies down in his eyes and he laughs. "Oh no," he says, "everyone is fine. I've just quit drinking." Okay, hope you did understand it. All right. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's start with the markets now. So as we can see on Aussie, on 4-hour chart, we do see a reversal pattern here, but I wouldn't personally use it. Why? Because, well, for a couple of days now, the market is going up. Well, it is possible a reversal, but what I do expect a retracement out of this level 0.75460, and then the price will continue its up movement. So something like this towards at least this level 0.7620. So not going to use this signal to sell. Euro pound. Okay, no signals. I just want to see if I can see something like to buy or to sell. Euro dollar. Then I'll walk through the markets. Euro dollar. Well, yes, it's another selling signal here, by the way. So, but we are above this level 1.11387. So, and as you can see, my analysis is and my market view is bullish for today. Not going to use this signal. So let's see what is going to happen within, let's say, a couple of hours or something like this. So watch 1-hour chart and 4-hour chart to confirm this reversal in case if it's real. Okay, so pound dollar. This is not a market review, just to repeat. Okay, so the pound dollar, I do expect it to go down. It is a very good selling opportunity with a sell limit order at 1.32070. So I'll put it here later. So this might be a very good selling point. So I did expect a retracement at 1.32463. It looks like it will never be reached, but who knows? We can split the order on 2 or 3. Okay, New Zealand, do expect it to continue its growth. So we might have a bearish day actually, but a noisy one as well. So not going to use this one against my market view. Canadian, okay, it is a buying, actually. It does look like a buying opportunity here, but again, my view is that the Canadian is going to go down for a few days more. So not going to use this buy signal. We'll wait for a retracement around this area, which is 1.31578 to sell. Frankie. Okay, Frankie. Don't see anything at the moment, to be honest. Well, I'll come back to it. So don't see nothing at the moment. Okay, yen is, well, I do expect it to go down, to be honest, but it can actually retrace a bit more higher. All right, we'll see. Okay, guys, this is Mexican. Want to sell it. Does look like a reversal pattern, so it will be probably a good idea to sell it around this level where the review, the market condition note is. So basically just around this one, 18,86792. We'll try to do it around this area. Okay, so what do we have here? All right. Gold, want to buy it, does look like a reversal, so we'll buy it of this level. Okay, so now I'll just run through the markets on the kind of lower degree, just to, you know. Okay, Aussie. So as you can see, the price is going down at the moment. I do expect it to retrace at this level, 0.7545. And then, okay, well, I will place my first target at 0.772. So that's something which I'm waiting for. So I will wait till the price will reach this level here. This one is 0.7545 and potential target is 775, 774, 775 area. And what can we do here? We can actually, yes, we'll wait till this level is reached. Okay, so euro pound. The price is going up at the moment. Do want to buy it, but what I don't really like here is that we are at this high here. So even if the price will kind of continue its up movement, break through it here, won't show us any reversal towards retracement areas that are mentioned here. So I will still wait for a possible correction to enter it. Okay, so yes, that's something. Well, scenario is a bit different now, so what can I say? So something like this I'm waiting for. Don't want to sell it. Yeah, hello, guest 41. Hello, everyone. Okay. Fine. So that's something what I'm waiting for here. Want to go long, we'll try to do it of this level here, 0.8384344. Okay. Hello, Skiff. I thought it's you. All right. Euro dollar. Well, you remember what we saw on 4-hour chart, and what we see here is a reversal towards up. So what it might be, we might have a noise. Well, what's with the news? News. All right. So what are we waiting for? At 5 o'clock. ISM manufacturing PMI. It's free London time. Okay. And it's already happened. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that we'll have a week towards this area. At least we might not reach this 1.11387, but this level will possibly be reached, 1.11520, and I'll try to buy it off here. Okay, so pound dollar. Do want to sell it, but it does look like the price is not going to go much further up. So I will try to sell it of this level here, but I must see some kind of, it might not be even a confirmation. So what can I do here? Yes, I'll see how this hour will be closed. So, and then I'll see what I'll do about it. So possibly I'm going to place a limit order just in this area. Not going to do it now. 1.32077, the area to sell. Okay, so New Zealand, good. New Zealand is going down for now, so going to the levels I've already mentioned here. So possibly we are going to reach one of these to buy for a long entry. Basically 0.71711 is the first level where I'm going to look for a reversal pattern. Okay, Canadian. Fine, so the price is going up at the moment. We might see a reversal pattern a bit earlier here, but not sure. We'll wait possibly till this area will be reached, 3160. Okay, trail after this level. Okay, not much is here. Good. Frankie, want to buy it? Well, you see, didn't talk about it when I was reviewing it on 4-hour chart, but what I want to say to you guys, so basically what I see here, we are at the very good buying point at the moment. Yes, so basically we did have this kind of week. It's all on this level. The level is unchanged, as you can see, 0.96623. It has been here as well. Okay, so what can actually happen? The price can go down towards this level, and I will try to buy it off here. But in case if the price will show me a reversal around this level here, which is 0.97085, I will try to sell it around this area. So that's something what I will try to do. So the market can actually continue its down movement for a bit, and it does look like it already goes down. Of course, it will reverse, but as we all know, well, we'll see some noise before a reversal. So, and it's already possibly have started. So, what I'm trying to catch a better entry for a selling. So one more selling, and then I will try to buy it later on. Okay. Okay, good. Oop. Excuse me. All right. So let's go to yen. Want to sell it. The price is in a range at the moment. Does look like it goes down. Well, possibly in case if we'll break through this level here, then we won't see any further retracements towards 103 area. But that's something where I wanted to kind of catch a better price actually. 103 is the first one, 103.5 is the second one. So does look like in case if we'll break through this area here, then the price will just continue its down movement. Something what might happen. Okay, Mexican. Want to sell it again. As you can see, we already see it's a 15-minute chart pattern. We already see a buying signal here, which is good, means that we possibly reach this level here to sell, and we are not going to sell at this level. I might be wrong, of course, I might miss it, but that's something what I do. The price has closed above, so that's why I'm waiting for something around these areas here. All right, so let's go to gold. The last one for now. Okay, so what do we see here? The gold. All right, so the price is in the range at the moment. Do expect it to give us some sort of correction towards this area at least, which is 1342.50. Well, for the Asian session, this level was on play 1341.0. Not sure that it will get that far, so we'll try to buy it at least here, 1345.10, somewhere around these two levels, basic one or the second one. We'll try to buy it. It does have some structural support here as well. So this kind of area, as you can see with this wick and this high here. Okay. The target is 1375, just here. This one. Okay, so now I'll look at ones that I normally don't trade, but at least probably some of you do trade them, and will be good to see some point as well on this one. Okay, so what do we have? I'll switch to 4-hour chart now that we have a better picture on what is actually happening. So basically the price on euro yen has already bounced off 118.037. We did have this range and it's been retested already, so the price is going down. Well, first area to sell is 114.601, so you can sell it with a limit order. Try to sell it with a limit order here, and the first buy stop at 110.800 euro CAD. The price is going up, broke through this level here. I did expect that the price will bounce of it first, and then will kind of trigger all the stop loss around this area. It didn't happen. So what we can actually expect, we can expect some sort of yes, well, it still might be on play, by the way. So let me draw a few lines here. So we do have this high here, and as we can see, it's already been respected. The price retraced of it already, and we do have some sort of head and shoulder pattern. So in case if this will happen, so we don't have it yet, but in case if it will happen, then the price will possibly continue its down movement towards this level here, which is 1.44250, and then in retracement here, or let's say reversal pattern or something like this, then it will be a good option to buy, actually. Very good, with much longer distance to keep the trade for. Okay, so that's something what we can do. Actually, you can try to do here. It will take some time to get here, of course, the price. So, well, you can, what can you do? You can trade the head and shoulders pattern here on a lower degree time frame, like 15 minutes or 1 chart, or 1 hour chart, something like this. It all depends on your trading approach. Pound yen now. Okay, pound yen. Let me remove all these drawings here. Remove all drawings. All right. Okay. So what do we see here? The price is going down, and the first target is just here. What I can see, because all the structures have been broken already. So I would say this is the very first one. So for those of you who are already in the market here on a short position, so I would like to offer you to trail basically from this level, just in case if the position will return, and the second level will be just here. So, well, that's obvious basically. That's something what is logical, but it doesn't mean that it will happen. Not always logical things are happening on the market, as you all know, guys. All right, we'll remove everything from here. Okay. Okay, so the price is in a range, as we can see. Going down at the moment, first level where we can try to buy it is around here, 75688. It's basically the middle of this area, you know, so this possible reversal area. So in case of drawing another line, let me just point out the whole area here. So just around here. So basically the price can actually go below this one and trigger these lows here, but it depends. Okay, okay, Kat. Go for it. All right. Okay, with this one, the price is continuing its down movement in a range here. It's already widened a little bit, but what can we see here? It does look like this level, 73.500, is something what has already been a good support for the price, actually. So what can actually happen here, we must watch a price pattern on 4-hour chart for now, 4 hour and 1 day also. In case if we'll have a reversal pattern here, then it will be a very good entry signal to buy, actually. I would try to buy it around 73,500. It has to be closed above it. So today has to close above this level. Then we can buy it with the limit orders just to make sure that our stop loss is really small. CAD yen. What do we see here? The price is going down at the moment. We are approaching a very strong, and we are actually at the very strong support here, which is good for those who are looking for buying opportunities around here. Okay, so what it means? It means that so many different things are drawn. Right. Okay, so in case if the price will be closed, well, look, for our chart it will be enough. In case of the price will be closed lower than these two lows here, if it will be closed below these two levels, then the price will continue its down movement towards 76,800. So it might be a good idea in case of this kind of a closure to place a limit order at 78.258 just to catch this move down. Well, the trend is down. We do have a very strong level here. Level is broken, so free actually. Ooh. All right. Free points to sell it, at least. Well, might be good. Okay. Aussie, New Zealand. Okay, have to remove all the drawings from here. Fine. Okay, the price is at the very good support area actually here. So the beginning of the area and okay, that's it. So let's see how the, just a second. Okay, so let's see what we'll be able to do around this area. So for now, it does go down, and I don't see any reversals here. So I do see the noise. So, and it's Aussie also. So we do have a news coming as well on Aussie. So let me tell you. Okay, so we do have tomorrow interest rate decision on Aussie, rate statement. So that's something what is going to that's something what is possibly going to happen tomorrow. So we might see some kind of, well, you see, the thing is that we do have a very strong kind of noisy area around here. We did have it. So the price can actually show us a very short-term kind of, not swing, what can I say, wick or tail toward this area somewhere. It can be even low here, just for a better entry. So before the news is coming, we can actually try to place a limit order around this area just to try buy it from this area as well. And then I wouldn't recommend you to use any kind of stop entries, sell stop or buy stop, something like this. So that's something what I would offer you to do. Okay, so that's something I wanted you to, how can I say, to tell you about market. So now what I want to share with you is, as I've promised you before, that, well, so first I'm always starting with a market review. If I have anything, then it will be a joke as well. Then what I want to do, I want to bring you some info as well. So I want to make this informative. Well, I want to make this webinar a bit informative as well, so that you can take something with you and learn from it. Okay, so that's something what I'm trying to do now. So let me bring up some material here. Okay, I'm back. Good. So what can we do now? Just a second. Okay. Just a sec. I have to find this material that I have prepared for you over the weekend. So it will be just one chart. And I'll talk about it as well. So the subject is how to filter out a false, let's say, highs and lows. So, you know, when you are trying to catch a retracement, let's put it this way, or a reversal, and sometimes you do a mistake, you find yourself in a wrong kind of position, and you're not happy about it, of course. So, okay, that's what it is. So the subject is how to filter out a swing and when to start looking for a possible reversal in a trend direction. So first of all, I want to tell you what I've been using here, and what kind of price is used, etc. Why you don't see any candles, etc. You know. So basically, let's talk about indicator first. So this way of filtering out these highs and lows is good, especially good for beginners, of course, for newbies, not beginners, but newbies. Yes, so what it means that professional trader, when you trade for a long time already, of course, you have already developed your own approach to filter out what you trade, what you don't trade, etc. So this is for those who just simply find themselves in, you know, sometimes you're trying to catch a reversal, you're wrong few times, then you stop trying, and then you find yourself that you were actually right. And that's what basically bad, you know, because when you found yourself that you were right, you are not in a trade. And you're just not making money, but you've already lost on this kind of approach, etc. So what I'm using here, I'm using a MACD signal line only. So basically, I have removed everything else, just completely everything. And instead of using one, zero line here, I've decided to use, and that's something what you have always used if you're trying to apply this kind of approach into your trading. And if you want to use it on a regular basis, basically, so you have to know that this, for now, this is a channel between 0015 and 00 minus 0015. So negative side and positive side as well of this zero line, basically. So what I'm trying to tell is that, for example, if you are going to switch, that was a 15-minute chart, by the way. Yeah, and if you are going to switch from 15 minutes to, let's say, 1 hour, then it will not be like 15, it will be possibly like 30 or 40, something like this. Yeah, 35 plus and minus as well. So, okay, and now what do we have? We do have always, when we are looking at the price, what we always see that price is going in one direction, then we see some noise, then it goes in another direction, then we see some noise, then it goes back and forth all the time. So that's something what we see. So this, you can't hear me? Hey, all right, so something is happening. All right. Just a second. Sorry about it. Okay, so and the point of doing it is to help us you do have sound, yeah? H Trader, do you have sound now? Sorry. All right, Catch is not here anymore. Yes, that's good. It means that sound works. It just something is happening with Cat's computer. Okay, so sometimes we are just too, well, we really want to kind of enter the trade and we are in rush too much. So basically, we must know and we must have a tool that will help us to wait for a bit. You know, so for example, what can I do here? So I will switch between charts as well. So just a second. All right. Just a second. It will be a bit better as well. And easier to understand. Okay. Aussie dollar. Switch to 15-minute chart. Okay, so must be fine. All right. Okay, so for example, let's see, we've decided to use a Fibonacci level on this area. So let's have a look at this wick here, this trough and this peak as well. So these three kind of peaks and troughs. So what is happening? So we are trying to sell. Forget about what you see on the both sides of this pattern, let's say. You just decided to sell it somewhere, I don't know. You just have this view on the market and that's it. So you've decided to use like FIBO level or something like this. So I'm not talking about my levels, etc. This is just a sample. So you've placed a fib level and you just don't know which level to trade. So for example, you've tried on 0.5, you know, and it didn't work. Then you've tried on, let's say, 61.8, it didn't work. It did go up further and it was 78.6. That's where it actually worked. And you've been able to take a bit of profit, or at least you've tried to trail your position and you've had a break even or something like this. So why it did happen? Because we've been well, we haven't been waiting enough for this pattern to happen. So that's the idea for me. That was the main idea for me to create some kind of filter. I'm not using it at the moment, but something, well, sometimes we do have a noise as well. So noise like this when the price is actually in a range, and that's when I'm looking at this indicator, because it helps me. Because well, you know, when the price is in a range, it is in a range within this let me show, within this filtering area as well. So it's been arranged here, it's been inside of this filtering area as well. So I was not going to buy here. So then it goes down here below, then you can try to buy it. But here what I was looking for, well, it was, we've been looking for a selling opportunity. Let's put it this way here. So in this sample. Okay, so what we have to look here. I really hope that all this noise that comes from my mouth will mean something for you at the end. All right, so first of all, we do have MACD, and we only use signaling line, and instead of having zero line here, we do have 0.0015 and minus 0.0015 as a filtering area. So where we are going to look for our peaks and troughs. So when the price is above this area, we are looking for peak to sell. When the price is below this area, we are looking for trough to buy. So when the price is in this area, we are not doing anything at all. So as you can see, this is a bit different from what you've been taught already. So the main idea of using MACD is when it's below zero line, then we are selling. When it's above zero line, then we are buying. So, and that's something what we are going to kind of do. So, for example, if you had this kind of approach implemented here, on this chart, well, let me place just a MACD indicator. Just to MACD. I'm not going to place all this, you know, lines, etc. You'll just be able to see what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. It must be 35, just a second. 535, 5, all right. It looks good actually here. Yeah, so the area must be applied as well. So unfortunately, so it was 15. So I'll put just a positive line here at 15 area, because without this area, as you can see, we already were able, if we were using only zero line here, then we were able to use these two levels as well. So if we are placing a 15 area around here, then we are not using this low, so we are kind of not going to sell at 0.5, and we are just watching the price after the signal line, which is here, crossed. So the price has crossed this level here, and it all depends on your approach. So if you are selling here with limit order, so for example, you saw a reversal pattern here. It's a 15-minute chart, by the way. So you saw a reversal pattern, placed a limit order, it has been triggered, you've been in profit for a bit. But again, if you have been trailing this position or something, so you've been able to close it. But at least we've escaped of this mistake here. So this is not a right entry as well, but as you can see, this filter has helped us to remove one mistake at least. So this is not possibly the best example or something like this, you know, but the trading is not always textbook perfect. So that's something you have to understand. All right, so that's the main idea of it. So, and as I've already mentioned, it's very useful when you're in a noisy area, when the price is in a range and you think, well, shall I go up or shall I go down? So what is happening? So, and when I'm always telling you that when the price has to go in one direction, it will break through another first, and then it will reverse. So that's something what applies to kind of, you can apply it all together. Okay, so now I'll try to make it all clear. We do have a filter, which is a crossing of the area, and the area has to be modified for each instrument and time frame. So above this area we're trying to sell, below this area we're trying to buy. So against the rules that are taught to us by the books, etc. So when the price is going up, so let's come to the example first. So then let's go to the example. So when the price is going up, we're looking for a selling opportunity. That's normal. I mean, if you are trading bounces, if you're not a breakout trader or something like this, then that's something what you're going to do. So, and we must know when we are going to sell it or we are going to buy it. Okay. So what is happening here? The price is going up. Shall we use this level here? No, we are not going to use this level. Why? Because we are going to sell it only after the price will kind of confirm this low here, the previous low. So what it also does for us, when it breaks through this filtering line towards up, it means that the previous low is confirmed. So it's finished, it's made. When it's confirmed, it means that if our main trend direction is down, then we are able to sell it. Now we are kind of good to try find a selling opportunity. So before that, it was not something what we were looking for, what we had to do. So now we had some kind of timing filter. We were not rushing to the market, but we were waiting for something, and that was a signal. So it is a signal for us to start looking for selling opportunities. Then, for example, okay, second, let me read it for you as well. So the price has broken through a signaling zone towards north, meaning that downswing has been completed, trough has been formed, and we are able to start looking for a selling reversal point in time frame grade that is reviewed. So what it means that it is only valid for a current time frame. So when you are starting to switch, the same rule can apply, but with a different settings of MACD on different time frame grades. All right, so here is a 15-minute chart, and that's the area where we are looking for a selling opportunities. So no matter which level we've been picked here, at least our stop loss has been much, let's say, more tight. Ooh, something's happening with my, oh my God. All right, something's happening with my television stuff. All right, hopefully it will be good later on. So I'll just simply continue. Okay, so when the price is above, we're trying to sell. So area where we start looking for selling opportunities, as we already have a minimum, which is our timing indicator requirement met. So this is a minimum requirement, timing indicator. It has crossed. Now we can start to look. Then our target is to take the best price possible in the area. So what it means? It means that we are trying to sell by the better price. Simple as that. So we are able to use a reversal lines in the area, also the volume approach, which is VSA if you prefer it, or anything else. And confirmation here in this area are much more valid than before the price got into the area, because I'm sure that we did have a a smaller volume on reversal, than volume confirmation or all these bounces. But here, this is something what we need. So we must look at these areas first. So then we are trying to sell it. So when the price has broken through our signal area, it confirms that our peak is formed, or high, whatever, is formed. And if we are not in a trade and our main trend is down, we are not looking for buying opportunities anymore, but we are looking for another signal to be formed. So for example, if our trend is going down, so we are, what we do only, we are only selling, and we are trying to catch every single peak in the areas where the MACD line above our filtering area. So what we shall do here, if we are not in a trade, so we have to wait till the price will continue and another peak will be formed. So at least not the formed, but at least the minimum requirements with this crossing will be on place. So what it is, we're just simply waiting. So again, if we are not in a trade, that's it. So you just have to, it all depends on what time frame you trade. You just have to return to your kind of, let's put it this way, chart, and try to look quickly, very quickly, is it a valid area to sell or not? Or another thing, what you are waiting for is a trend reversal. So in case if the trend has reversed, I'm disconnected. Okay, so I'm really sorry about it, guys, but I have to do something with I have to reconnect here. Something terrible is happening. Sorry about it. That's bad. Something I really don't like. That's bad. Yes, that's crashed. That's really bad. All right, guys, so have to reload it. It's not good. Have to redo it. All right. Okay. Okay, just a second, guys. Something what I really don't like here. Well, sometimes it happens, unfortunately. Okay, so let me reload and re-enter the whole system. Okay. I'll try my best to fix it as quick as I can. So I'll just continue my speech as you can hear me and try to understand what I'm trying to tell you about all these things that I've been talking. So The main idea of this approach is to save you from entering too early. So this is unfortunately something what is happening sometimes with all of us. And there are a few ways of applying something similar, but it's a bit different, of course. So there are some demark indicators here as well that can be used here. And okay, so it looks like I'm already back into this system. All right. Ta-da! Does look like I'm back, and I really hope that you can hear me, all of you guys. So let me share my screen one more time. I have to download it all as well. Well, it happens, unfortunately. But what can we do? We can just continue, and that's it. Okay, so let me, well, I still have 4 minutes, might be enough. Okay. So, so sometimes when we are trying to sell, we are too early sometimes, you know, so we have to wait, and we are not waiting enough. So people are using so many different approaches. Some people do use demark indicators that are based on counting. Some people do use stochastics that have originally been developed for the measurement of cycles in the market. So that's what stochastic is actually for. So I'm sure that all of you know this history, etc. So, and I've decided to just take the simplest and the most classic way possible, you know, the indicator where anyone will be able to find anywhere, you know, to use it and to apply it to your trading, basically. So that's something, that's my input into the community, you know. So that's something what you have to wait. So sometimes it can be retracement. So, and why to use it, you can ask me, because, well, I remember I've been talking to my fellow trader about it, and he told me that, well, you know what, why you're not simply using a FIBO levels or something like this? Well, I told him that, you know, it's all about visualization. It's not something what we would like to see, or something very important, or something, you know, something special about it. Basically, as you can see, the price is actually going, the indicator is just going in the same direction where the price goes. So it just, you know, for a beginner, again, for a newbie, it's much easier to see a simple line with no noise and to spot this line in the area and then think about selling or buying. Because when you see all, I do remember myself like 20 years ago, the market was not that kind of noisy as it is now, and some approach was, well, some approaches were just very easy, you know, so to apply. So now it's a bit different during the daytime, but then if you are trading daily charts, 4-hour chart, etc., it's all about the same. Nothing has changed much. So it's good for those who hasn't actually yet developed an approach how to wait for a proper market condition. So that's who it is for. And that's my kind of try to help you guys. So just follow this thing. Well, you can find it on my website or on TradingView or whenever you want it. So on Facebook as well, for those who are following me there, and Twitter, everywhere. Okay, so it will be on there all the time. Okay, guys, so that's basically all I wanted to talk to you about. So I did talk to you about the markets today. Then I gave you some theory stuff that you can try to implement, or just ignore it if you don't like it, or at least possibly it will give you some other ideas how you can actually create a right thought about the market. So when you actually have to sell and when you actually have to buy. So something like this. Okay, guys, so have a good one. And I really hope that you're all well, that you heard my point, and it will help you. All right, guys, have a good one. Sorry about these technical issues. Hopefully everything will be fine in the future. So I'll speak to you later on. It will be tomorrow, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.